We are so happy to have her. Please welcome Lucy Liu.
Well, you're on, first of all, it's your first time on The View.
This is my first time on The View after all this time.
Oh, we're so glad. But you know, it's interesting that we just talked about Lisa Ling's engagement, because when she was in the program, there were people who would say, "Are you Lucy Liu? How do you like Charlie's Angels?" So, were you ever confused with Lisa Ling?
I get that all the time. I mean, people are always coming up to me and say, "I loved you on The View." It's gotten to the point where I just said, "Thank you very much."
Well, you're just both pretty and you're both Chinese. So you both have
both
names
Asian, and people don't see. Yeah, I think
That's
people get
the other
confused.
thing.
And plus, I played Ling Wu on Ally McBeal, and so it's a little confusing. But I mean, people confuse me with her all the time. I've just accepted it.
It's not the worst thing for either of you, let me say that.
So they'll be congratulating you on your recent engagement.
On my engagement,
then.
yeah, exactly.
And a doctor.
I'm so proud of myself.
How was your New Year? Did you do anything special?
It was fabulous. I spent time with family and friends, and it was really quiet and really nice.
Did you get any bad gifts?
Did I get any bad gifts?
Like, you know, ones you're
Actually,
return?
this year we decided not to give gifts, and we just gave money to charity.
That's great.
Which was different.
My brother did that.
It's a Kabbalah bracelet.
Oh, it's a Kabbalah bracelet.
Yeah.
See, she's wearing a Kabbalah bracelet. I thought it was a feng shui thing or something.
Well, it's actually it's for protection. So, and the Chinese people wear it too, depending on if it's your year, if you're the year of the monkey or something,
you wear.
wear.
What is this year?
No, this year coming up is the year of the pig, and this year now is the year of the dog.
Oh,
wait, which?
I don't know what any of this means, but it.
Well, every person has an animal. Every year that they're born, it's 12 different animals.
Yeah, I think I'm a snake.
And you get, you know, and they have different characteristics, very much like the regular horoscope, like the zodiac.
So 2007 is the year of the pig?
The year of the pig, and it starts, you know, we go with the moon cycle, so it's different. So it's not on the first of every year. It's different. It's end of January or beginning of February.
What if you're Chinese and Jewish? Can't have the year of the pig.
You can't. That's a good one.
She's Kabbalah and Chinese, but the year of the pig. It doesn't compute.
It doesn't compute. Well, no, I mean, I'm not Jewish. It's just it's a spiritual philosophy. So you can apply it, like if you're Jewish, my mother's Buddhist, you know, it's
You know, this reminds me very quickly, because we want to talk about your film. Connie Chung and Maury Povich were trying to adopt a child, and they wanted a Chinese-Jewish child. And
oh,
when
did
they? Went to the, well, they weren't able to get, they have an adorable little boy. But when they went to the agency and said, we're looking for a child who's Chinese and Jewish, the person at the agency said, you won't live that long.
Well, they have much stricter rules now in China for people who want to adopt. You know, they started saying if you're over a certain age or a certain weight, even you can't adopt.
I know. I was reading that they're strict over there.
Yeah,
now.
well, I think it's because people were adopting so many of the babies that they've sort of had a shortage.
In China.
So it's like supply and demand.
Yeah,
but there was a time.
The numbers.
Listen, if we don't talk about your movie, we're going to have a very angry motion picture company.
Oh, it's Codename The Cleaner. You're in it. You're in it with Cedric the Entertainer. Tell everybody about your role, because it's funny, but it's action-packed. It's
it's sort of it's like an action comedy caper. And I'm a waitress, and I play Cedric's girlfriend.
How was it working with Cedric? He's funny.
I love working with Cedric.
Did he have you laughing?
He had me laughing the whole time. He does this thing where he does improvisation, so he doesn't stick to the script. So every time you go in, you're doing a different scene, a different take, a different dialogue.
You feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm really comfortable with that. I used to do theater all the time, and I think it's it's a nice way to keep stuff, you know, fresh for yourself and for everyone else, and it's funny. You know, he comes up with such great things too.
Nicolette Sheridan is on with you. She's going to be on with us tomorrow.
Oh, great! She's wonderful. We worked together. Actually, we had a couple of fight scenes together.
I know, girl. That fight scene was hot.
We need her in the fight scene.
They had a fight scene. I was just like Lucy Liu and Nicolette.
I just couldn't get over it either. And was she intimidated because of your experience with Kill Bill and Charlie's Angels?
So she came at me. She was fierce. She was like,
Can you still do any of that stuff left over from Charlie's Angels?
Oh yeah, I mean, actually, we didn't even have to rehearse it at all. We just talked about what looked best for each of us, because she's got really long legs, she's very flexible, and we just sort of did what we did. I mean, I didn't have to train for it. Usually, I have to train, you know, months in advance beforehand. So, and this was a last-minute fight scene. Actually, they said, you know, I think we should add a fight scene between the two of you. It'd be kind of fun. And
it's like
so
Killer Body versus Killer Body. You guys were like, I mean,
well, we were
shape.
doing it out at night in the cold, so we had to constantly keep warm. But it was great.
I was reading about you that you were a very shy child. I'm wondering, how did you overcome that? You're not shy, and you're a big movie star now. What'd you do?
I don't know. I think I just sort of, when I started going to school, when I started going to college, I sort of started coming out on my own a little, because you sort of get away from your family, and you have to kind of, you know, deal with life on your own. And I went to NYU for a year, and then I transferred to University of Michigan, and I think getting away from where I was born and raised was really helpful, too.
So you got spanked in your... I bet you were never spanked. Am I right? As a child, I bet you were never spanked.
Okay, let's take a vote. Who thinks I was spanked?
Not me.
I was spanked.
Chinese are such gentle people, I think.
But they're very disciplined as well.
Well, you know what? You do some spanking of your own in this movie. You kick some butt with Nicolette Sheridan. It's great. You guys are going to want to see her in action one more time. Our thanks to Lucy Liu. So nice to have you here, Codename the Cleaner. Opens in theaters tomorrow. We'll be right back with the hottest trends for 2000.